As a rebel against defeat, chase excellence, masculinity, men first. I had a conversation with a couple guys sitting in a bar the other night. And the conversation went like this. I overheard him talking about one guy was trying to break it off with a girl. And he just didn't know how to do it. And I gave him a couple tips how to do it, let her down lightly or whatever. And just slowly respond to text messages. And so we got started. We got talking about some red pill advice, and we were talking about women. And these guys had no idea what red pill or MGTOW or any of that, Crimson Capsule or any of this knowledge. And I said, "Hey guys, let me ask you a question. Now, women are beautiful to me, but I'm trying to wrap my head around what a woman truly brings to the table." Now, and I'm not saying that in a way that's disrespecting. I just want to hear from you guys' perspective. What do they really bring to the table? And they sat there and they're thinking to themselves, well, physical, sex, intimacy, and what else? And they couldn't get past that. I said, let me ask you a question. When you go to sports events or you watch an MMA fight, who do you watch them with? Oh, all my buddies. Okay. Now, who pays your bills? Oh, I do. Okay. Has a woman ever paid your bills? No. Okay. So you don't go to events with, we'd rather go with guys. She doesn't pay your bills. Okay. Well, all right. Well, what about, does she cook for you? No. She doesn't know how to cook. Okay. Well, that's not everyone. Again, there are exceptions to the rule. Okay. She doesn't cook for you, doesn't pay your bills. You don't attend sporting events. Does she clean your house or clean your clothes or do your laundry or iron your, clothes? No, she doesn't do any of that stuff. I wash my own clothes. Okay, now let's go back to the original question. What does she bring to the table then? And both of them sat there and they thought to themselves, it was like a light bulb moment went off to say, oh my gosh, I am spinning my wheels only to lay with a woman. And it was interesting to see them just like literally an aha moment go off. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to be on the, they're going to digest these pills with frequency. It means that they were beginning to see that we have put so much programming and conditioning that a woman would be center to our lives. And that's just not the case anymore. Maybe 100 years ago, it was a different story. She cooked, she cleaned. You were too busy not to think about existing and sustaining life in those days. To now, everything is done mechanically. Microwaves cook our food. Washing machines clean our clothes. Laundry mats iron our clothes. I mean, really, you have to ask yourself, and the programming goes really deep, what does she bring to the table? Now, there are women that do bring quite a bit to the table. They do take care of their man. They do clean. They do cook food. They do stand behind them. They are the co-pilot. And to them, I salute you. But I have not found that in any way, shape, or form in today's modern dating world. Maybe I'm not looking in the right place. But then again, I'm to the point where I'm fine with my life as is. I'm fine with chasing excellence. And you got to get to that point where you truly have to sit down with yourself and understand, what does she bring to the table? Can she bring anything to the table? Because if she doesn't bring anything to the table right now, she's not bringing anything to the table in the future. So remember that as you guys are moving on, as you're thinking about life, if you ever get down that you need a woman to be a companion, think about that. They don't really bring anything to the table except their physical. Okay? So rebel against defeat, chase excellence, masculinity, men first.